my beauties, my name is Jan Benham from Purèz Cosmetics, and today I'm just going to give some little tips on how to apply mineral eyeshadow. So we have a kit here which makes it easy for application, and this kit here is the Copper Dream kit that I'm using today. So it comes with 3 pressed eyeshadows and a Kajal eye pencil. So this copper kit is actually what I use, and I put the 3 colors, and you can see how much I use them. So these 3 colors here are what are in the kit. You can see the ones in the center. There's the copper, there's the nude, and there's the lilac. And the pencil that we use is like a Kajal, so it comes like this format. Now the beauty of this pencil is it can also be used as a cream eyeshadow as well. So it's got multiple uses for this. It can be used as a liner for the eyes or as a cream eyeshadow as well. Now before we start, I want to talk about the brushes that I use on my eyes, and I tend to use these brushes a lot. As you can see, these are my own brushes, and I tend to use one for dark and one for light. But in the kit that we sell these as eye brushes. So you have like the blend, this is a harder brush, and then you have the softer. So this would be good for application for, say, light colors. And then we have a thicker brush as well. So these are all eyeshadow brushes that come in your kit. I would tend to use these 2. And the other thing is very important is an angled eyeliner brush when you want to get those little bits in there. And then this lip brush also doubles as a special brush for applying small areas like highlighters. So I'm going to go straight in for this, and I'm going to start with using my darker brush. So I'm going to use the medium eyeshadow brush in the, before I start using it, I should prepare my eyes. So I have a little bit of my Revitalizing Cream, and this is great for the eyes, especially if your skin is a bit loose. So I just apply a little bit here, and it just helps to soften any wrinkles that you might have or any loose skin a little bit, and it goes in very nicely. So I use this a little bit on the lid here just to help to moisturize the eyes. It doesn't make the eyes puffy at all. In anything, it will help drain any fluid. And I tend to flip out, so I'm tightening the skin on the lid. Now, the basic principle of applying any makeup is anything you want to bring out. So if, for example, you've got hooded lids and you have this skin overlapping your lid here, and you don't see this lid here, you want to bring this out, but you want to diminish this area here. So where the bone is, you want to diminish, make it go backwards, and you want to bring out your lid so you can make the eyes look a little bit bigger. So I don't really have that problem. I have a little bit of loose skin here. And the other trick is, don't do this when you are applying eye makeup, otherwise it's just going to all come down. Now I don't look at covering up, if you've got puffy areas here, don't put anything white or light on that area, because that's just going to make it even bigger, and it's going to make your eyes look even smaller. So what we're trying to do is bring the eyes out, make them look bigger. So let me start with just the basics, and as I said, I'm going to start with the medium eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to put a little bit in the lilac. Now this could be any brown, light brown shade basically, and I'm going to apply just to the outer lid. And then when I see feel the cheekbone, the eyelid bone here, I'm pressing into the bone, so it's above the crease. So you can see there, I've got that happening. So I'm going to actually do one eye only so you can see the difference. So I'm bringing the shadow across on the area that would be droopy, and then I'm also going outward here. You see the difference? And if you want to go a little bit darker, you can do. Then I'm going to use my smaller brush, which is my one I use for my lighter colours. And I'm going to dip it into the copper shade here. And I'm going to apply to the eyelid. You could also use the nude on the eyelid. And then I'm going to use the other side of the brush, dip it into the nude colour here to apply just underneath the eyelid, the eyebrow, but not too low down, otherwise it's going to have a problem with that. And you can also apply on the inner edge of the eyelid. So there you have a simple technique. Now what I'm also going to do now is I'm going to take the Kajal pencil, and I'm going to use my angled brush, and I'm going to take from the side. Now this has a nice tip on the end at the beginning, but as you use it, it's going to wear down. And what I'm going to do, I take this brown, which works perfectly for blue eyes, and I'm going to just go up at the side. I don't want to lift the eyes, but I'm just going to go up to the outside there. So I'm using it like a cream eyeshadow and also like a eyeliner, and I'm just going to dip it in. Now you've got to be very careful not to take too much away. If you've got hooded eyes, don't take too much away from the lid. You could even go underneath the eyelashes and go into the waterline if you don't have much space. So again, I'm going to take more of this product. Go in a little bit, and I'm also going to go underneath the eye, just to the outer edge of the eye, underneath the eye, not all the way in. You don't want to close up the eye. Put a little bit under, a little bit there. So I've got the product there. I'm going to go back to using my medium brush, the one I used the lilac shade on, and I'm going to just blend it in, and again across the crease line, and just bring it over under. So you can see where this eye is starting to pop out a little bit more. Now another thing I like to do if I'm wanting the eyes to look a little bit more intensive, I will take a little bit of the liner and I'll just do underneath in the waterline here as well. And again, that will make the eye come out a little bit more. And then all I need to do to finish up is apply a little bit of mascara. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye, and I'll be back, I'll apply the mascara, and then you can see the finished look. So you can see the difference between the eye that's had the eyeshadow applied and without. So it opens up the whole eye without making it look closed in. It's all an optical illusion. So I've applied the other eye now, and I've also applied some mascara, and I've also applied some lipstick as well. So that makes that pretty well complete. If I want to add a little bit of something a little bit extra, especially for going out in the evening, I use a lot of white highlighter, and I'm using this brush here, which is also part of the kit. It's a very tiny brush. And what I like to do is I like to apply a little bit just on the inner eye here. And that also adds a nice highlighting effect, and also a touch here and here, and then just above the lips there. You could even put a little in the center of the lips if you wish to add, make them a little fuller. So I've just taken out off my hairpiece, just let my hair go out, make it chic, shabby, and now I'm ready to go out. So I do hope you find this tutorial useful, and if you have any questions, please contact me. Otherwise, it's bye for now.